What challenges can multilingualism lead to? This depends greatly on the environment in which someone is multilingual, since when, and for what reason. Multilingualism becomes a challenge when one must live in an environment whose language is less well understood or spoken. One doesn't even have to think of flight/displacement. If a Spanish-speaking mother and a Japanese-speaking father have a child in Spain and decide to move to Japan when the child is of kindergarten age, then it will be a challenge for the child at the beginning to cope with the new linguistic environment and to get used to the new multilingual situation: Spanish, English, and Japanese at home and Japanese in kindergarten and otherwise in everyday life. Normally, however, people are well able to master such challenges. It probably depends most on whether pressure is exerted by parents or other caregivers or punishment is threatened. If a child is supported and encouraged, then they can usually master this challenge well. A feeling of not belonging or belonging nowhere that many young people report, with whom I have spoken about their multilingualism since childhood and who have a similar biography, is usually based even more on their appearance and also on the fact that they have moved very often, for example, because their parents had to live in different regions for professional reasons. They stand out in the repeatedly new environment. It doesn't matter how well they can express themselves linguistically. So it is a multi-layered challenge, and there is also the external evaluation, or the supposed external evaluation that multilinguals must deal with. Another example of multilingualism that many people will be able to understand. There are also many dialects, for example in Germany, some of which differ greatly from the standard language. Basically, a child must then find their way in a new linguistic environment in kindergarten or school, that of the standard language, while at home or with grandma and grandpa perhaps only the dialect continues to be spoken. Children therefore move much more frequently in different linguistic spaces in which various demands are placed on them. What challenges did you experience with your multilingual children? Did you face any hurdles being multilingual in your daily life? Let me know what helped you to cope with your challenges.